Hi student, I am Dr. D.S. Thaure. Now I share the screen of today's lecture in front of you. Welcome to the 8th lecture of course number pack 354. Title of this course, Diseases of Field and Horticultural Crops and their Management. In today's lecture, we discuss about blight disease of Colocassia. So first of all, you know the what is the actual use of Colocassia. Okay, so this Colocassia leaf having the several important micronutrients such as vitamin C, vitamin A, folate and calcium. So this is the micronutrients is present in this leaves of the Colocassia. So this Colocassia also this is acting or this is fighting antioxidant. So this Colocassia leaf containing the antioxidant properties. So this leaf also having high content of the fiber and low calorie content. So this Colocassia leaf excellent food for boosting heart health and promoting overall well-being. Okay, so this is the actual use of the Colocassia. So this Colocassia cultivated by the farmers. So farmer faced the major problem seen in Colocassia, that is a blight of Colocassia. So this is the most important and widely distributed disease seen in all the growing tracts of the Colocassia. Okay, so now we see the what is the actual symptoms develop on the Colocassia by the fungal pathogens. So this blight disease majorly seen in India in particularly August month up to the September month. Okay, suppose these fungal pathogens infect to the leaf of growing Colocassia plants. So initially small dark round spots seen on this leaf of the Colocassia. Okay, so you see these small round spots. So such type of the spots just seen on the leaf lamina of the Colocassia. Okay, but under favorable conditions, these small round spots increases in size with irregular manner. So these round spots become circular, oval, or maybe irregular in size. Okay, means these small irregular spots just increases over this leaf lamina. So such type of the spots may be seen irregularly on the leaf lamina of this leaf. Okay, means several irregular to round shape or circular spots seen on this leaf. Okay, so gradually these spots increases over this leaf lamina. Sometimes the yellow liquidation or yellow liquid or somewhat this reddish orange color liquid or drops is oozed out from this infected leaf. So this is the reddish orange exudes or gum-like substance is secreted from this infected or blight lesions or blight symptoms on the leaf. Okay, so later on this liquid substance become dries and may be formed the short holes in the leaf. So this is the short holes symptom generally seen on the leaf lamina of this infected leaf. Okay, so these irregular spots having somewhat these yellow borders. Okay, so these yellow borders in which maybe brown, green or other colors symptoms are seen. Means the center portion of these spots may be brown in color, may be green in color or somewhat may be black in color, and such brown spots surround by the yellow halo margins. Okay, so these symptoms majorly seen on the leaf portions. Okay, under humid and high moisture content, these blight lesions surrounding with whitish mass. Okay, so you see this whitish mass produced by the fungus. So this whitish mass generally seen around these brownish or maybe blackish lesions. Okay, so these symptoms seen under the high humid conditions. Okay, later on, this infection generally spread from infected leaf to the growing petiole portions. Okay, means the brownish small lesions may be seen on these petiole portions. So these brownish lesions girdle around this petiole portion and grows or exceed these brownish lesions may be upward direction or maybe downward directions. Okay, so these affected petioles having totally brown in color or maybe black in colors means these affected tissues become soft and these petioles cannot bear the weight of the leaf, and finally this petiole break out this point of infection. Okay, so this is the major symptoms seen on the petiole portion of the Colocassia. Okay, sometimes this infection also be reached to the inflorescence means spadic portion of the Colocassia means the complete destruction of the leaf and petioles or sometimes inflorescence due to the pathogens infect to the leaf portion, infect to the panicle portion and also the spadic portions. Okay, under heavy infections, this fungus also be infect to this growing calm portion of the Colocassia. Okay, means these calms having somewhat these mycelia are seen. Means on the outer surface of the calms, So whitish mycelia are seen. Means suppose these spores may be landing on the soil. So these spores directly infect to the growing corm portion. So this corm become small in size, or size of these corms may be small or somewhat shrinkage or shrunken the size of the corm of this Colocassia. Means small corms generally produced from the affected Colocassia plants. Okay, so this is the symptoms seen on the leaf portion, petiole portion, inflorescence portion, and corm portion of the Colocassia. Means this fungus infect and develop these symptoms on aerial plant parts of the Colocassia as well as corm portions. Okay, so this is the symptoms of blight disease seen on the Colocassia. Okay, okay. Then which pathogens is responsible to produce the blight disease in Colocassia? So Phytophthora colocassi, this is the fungus is responsible to produce such type of the infection in Colocassia. Okay, so this Phytophthora colocassia fungus reproduced by two methods, means sexual reproduction as well as asexual reproduction generally seen in Phytophthora colocassia. Suppose these Phytophthora colocassia germinate and to develop the mycelia. So this mycelia is always sinuosity or non-septate, means a septate mycelia is generally seen. So this mycelia landing or the spores of the Phytophthora deposit on the healthy one host tissue, means on the surface of the leaf. So these spores develop germ tubes and grooves or penetrate inside the epidermis layer of the leaf as producing intercellular mycelia. Okay, so under favorable conditions, these mycelia develop the sporangiophore. So this sporangiophore bear the pyriform sporangia at the tip of the sporangiophore. Okay, so you see this sporangiophore and sporangia. Okay, so this is the sporangiophore. So this sporangiophore bears the number of the sporangia at the tip of this sporangiophore. Okay, so this sporangia generally produced within this sporangium. Sporangium means this is the spore fruits in which asexual spores are produced. That is, the sporangia is a asexual spore produced within this sporangium. Okay, so this sporangium having the sporangia is liberated and germinate under the favorable conditions. So this sporangia also be developed, that is the zoospores. Okay, so this sporangium having the sporangia, so this sporangia release and to develop the biflagellate zoospores, and these biflagellate zoospores directly landing or fallon or deposit on the healthy one host tissue. So these juice spore germinate under the favorable conditions and to produce the germ tubes, and the germ tubes grows intercellularly within these plant cells. So these plant cells become infected and somewhat these reddish or brownish small spots seen on this healthy one leaf of the Colocassia. Okay, means already spores are produced. So these spores released or liberated from this infected leaf and fallen on these pedicels or maybe fallen on these healthy one Colocassia plants. Means spread of the disease through zoospores and sporangia by means of water, because the zoospores is always float with the help of the waters. Means generally sporangia and zoospores spread from one plant to the another plant through irrigation water, or moisture may be present on the surface of the leaf. Okay, so this is the secondary infections. Okay, means this sporangia and zoospores generally produced by means of asexually manner. Okay, suppose these infected plants debris in the soil, means these spores goes to the dormant conditions and produces the oospores. So this oospores is a sexual spores formed by union of the male gametes, that is antheridium, and female gamete, that is oogonium. So oogonium and antheridium fuse to each other and to produce the two-walled spherical oospores. Okay, so oospores acts as a primary infection to initiate the disease in the healthy one plants. Okay, means oospores is always present in soil. This is the primary infection. Another source to initiate the disease in healthy one plants, that is infected plants debris in soil. And secondary infection takes place through these sporangia and zoospores spread through irrigation water and rain flashes. Okay, so understood the disease cycle or life cycle of this Phytophthora colocassia. Okay, so this is the actual sporangia with mycelia. So this is the papillate form of the sporangia generally produced at the tip of the sporangiophore. Okay, so this sporangia generally liberated or released through this sporangium protein bodies and produces the zoospore. So this is the germinating zoospores you see in these diagrams, and these zoospores directly attack or infect to the healthy one leaf of the Colocassia. Okay, so this is the papillate form of the zoospores. Okay, then how to control this blight disease in Colocassia? Because this leaf of the Colocassia generally used for eating purpose by the human beings, having the important properties, that is some micronutrients or antioxidant properties may be seen in the leaf of the Colocassia. So this disease generally avoid by using the healthy one combs for sewing purpose, because these combs is also infected by these Phytophthora pathogens. So always use the disease free or healthy combs for planting purpose in the main fields. Then crop rotation, because this wood spores is present in the soil for several years. So crop rotation will be done with the non-host crop. Then field sanitation, including the destruction of the affected plant parts. Then eradicate the weeds present in the fields or bunds of the fields. Then remove the affected leaf should be practiced. Means to avoid the primary and secondary source by using the cultural or by done the cultural practices. Suppose these small brownish spots may be seen on the leaf of the Colocassia. So immediately fungicides generally spread over these Colocassia plants. So generally Bodas mixture 0.1%, Mancozeb 0.2%, Ridomil 0.1%. So out of these three fungicides, the Ridomil is the best effective fungicide generally applied at 10 to 15 days interval, so you can effectively control this disease in Colocassia. Then use the resistant varieties, that is Jankari, Muktakesi, Topi and Manasuri. This variety will grown by the farmers in fields. So complete eradicate to or avoid the blight disease in Colocassia. Okay, so this is the brief information about blight disease seen in Colocassia. Okay, any doubt? So ask to me personally or call to me. Okay.